Hello everyone, I'm Zixing. I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you about my research, which tests the morphology and changes in color of various succulents at 4 different light levels and 2 different temperatures. Succulent plants are currently being one of the most popular indoor potted plants due to their unique appearance and low maintenance traits. However, studies have shown that plants appear to yellow and have elongated internodes in the dark. Based on their native habits, most succulents are more suitable for growing under full sunlight and high temperature conditions. If they stretch out and exhibited excessive yellowing during adaptation to indoor growth, they may lose their commercial value. Therefore, understanding the effect of light and temperature on succulents could promote effective indoor environmental management and also assisted in the selection of species and cultivars with the smallest morphological changes and attractive color under low-light indoor conditions. This provides a potential to advance the screening and determination of species and cultivars to further commercial breeding of indoor succulents. The experiment was conducted at the Plant Breeding Institute of the University of Sydney in Camden in greenhouses. The plants were tested at both 20 and 25 degrees Celsius respectively, and the 4 light levels were set to full sunlight, half sunlight, low light, and the lowest indoor light. A smart handle spectrometer called Lighting Passport was used to measure light. This experiment was conducted twice in different time periods. The first investigation at 25 degrees was conducted from October to November 2019, with the 4 light intensities being 12, 94, 197, and 306 micromoles per second per meter square. The second experiment at 20 degrees Celsius was conducted from April to May 2020, with the 4 light intensity being 1.3, 58, 136, 274 micromoles per second per meter square, and 3 to 6 plant of each cultivars were allocated to each light intensity. The data was recorded once a week, including height, internode, leaf length, width, thickness, and diameter, and then calculated the average value for data analysis. The leaf color change were determined based on the Royal Horticultural Society mini color chart. The data collected during the study were manually derived, which undoubtedly led to potential margins of error. The 3 most common widely bred plant species, aloe, echeveria, and havothea, were selected for this research project. A total of 11 cultivars were selected, which listed on the slide. These 3 species all have something in common. They require low maintenance and that will easily survive. Regarding the result, first look at the effect of temperature on succulent plants. High temperature accelerates the overall height of the plant and elongation of internodes, while low temperature causes bottom leaves to withering and turn yellow. We can see the figure showing cultivar with obvious internode elongation. Echeveria sovereignsians in particular exhibited a surprising elongation of internodes at both temperatures. Echeveria Black Knight showing the greatest elongation at 25 degrees Celsius. The overall results indicated that the lower the light intensity, the more elongation occurs, and the diameter expanded significantly, leaf size and thickness enhanced, stem and foliage turned lighter green, and original color lost in low light condition. At 25 degrees Celsius, while under the lowest light level, the leaf of Echeveria metallica and Purple Nurburger showing dropping tendencies in the second month. The leaf thickness of most plants were seen to have thickened over time under low light. Echeveria Blue Wren died after 2 months in the lowest light condition. At 20 degrees Celsius, while under the lowest light intensity, the plant list on the slide showed prominent death and yellowing of the bottom leaves, and the upper leaves of Echeveria blue wren were also seen to have withered. Under the highest intensity light, the leaves of aloes curled inward from both sides. Moreover, the leaves of Echeveria metallica, Purvonnerberger, and the Black Knight present evidence of shrinkage under the highest light intensity, and the foliage width also decreased accordingly. The changes in color are shown in the picture. The sample were exposed to light from high to low, shown from the left to right. The experiment proved the sample could maintain a more attractive color at a lower temperature. We can see when under the highest light, the cultivars shown on the picture exhibited brighter colors. After being transported to a low light intensity environment for 2 months, the color intensity evidently decreased. Under a high light intensity, Echeveria Cosmo and Copper Canyon maintained their colored leaf tips, but this attractive color evidently disappeared as the light intensity decreased. The other 3 cultivars showed no color change. Many studies have shown that the shade avoidance mechanism of indoor plant would be activated to overcome the darkness. Under this condition, plant hormones can cause alterations in growth, development, and morphological. Hatfield indicated that an increase in temperature usually led to an increase in plant growth rate. Other researchers demonstrated that low heat could cause the lower leaves of some sensitive plants to turn yellow and defoliate, and also cause the color of many plants to become more pronounced. That the data in this study supported the existing research. The findings from the study have suggested that the following features should be met in order for succulents to maintain aesthetic value as an indoor plant: internode elongation of less than 0.2 cm, ornamental and attractive color, hairs leaves, and no opening leaves. The most attractive succulents indoors were Echeveria Purvonnerberger and Echeveria Hercules at 20 degrees Celsius. However, only Hercules remained in good condition indoor at a temperature of 25 degrees. Succulents that keep good forms and health but lose vibrant colors are also favorable, such as aloe jungle mist, aloe trichor, Echeveria metallica, Echeveria cosmo, and Halvosia fasciata. It's not recommended to choose Echeveria sovereignans, blue wren, and copper canyon because of their dyed bottom leaves and elongated internodes. Knowing your indoor light is also a key to successfully growing succulents. Most succulents appear to prefer a medium intensity light. Artificial light sources are recommended to supplement insufficient indoor light. To sum up, succulents exhibit distinct leaf morphology under low light indoor conditions, include internode elongation, enhanced size and thickness of leaves, smaller new leaves, steady and yellowing old leaves, lighter green stem and foliage, and loss of original colors. High temperature accelerated the overall height of the plant and elongation of internodes, while low temperature caused bottom leaves to wither and turn yellow. There is limited literature available currently on the impact of light and temperature on succulent plants. This research provides key information for commercial breeding of indoor succulents. It can aid breeders in identifying species and cultivars to reduce the risk of internode elongation and morphological changes. Future research should expand its understanding by increasing the diverse range of succulent species and development more rigorous method of data collection. Thank you for listening. Finally, I would like to express special gratitude to Professor Graham Brown as well as Dr. Ray Junli, who provided the opportunity and assisted me with this project. The last page lists the references.